Thanks very much, Sam. Well, as we just saw in the preview of the movie Bully, bullying is a problem in this country, no matter your race, gender, or social status.
Our next guest knows all too well what it's like to be a victim of bullying. She's Gabriella and she's the author of With All My Might. Gabriella joins us now to tell us her story. How bad did it get for you?
Pretty bad, but nothing compared to what I saw in the movie. Because I think what I saw in the movie is a level of meanness that goes beyond cruelty. It's just really heart-wrenching what you see in there.
How do you define a bully?
Bullying is a really bad form of meanness that continues non-stop. And because it continues, you can't live your normal life anymore. I think parents really forget that you kind of start withdrawing into yourself. And the moment you do that, the kid is in real trouble.
You know, bullying has always been around, but when did it become such a major national issue that people are talking about constantly?
I think the moment we gave it a name and the moment we became more aware of the statistics of the suicides. I think it's the suicide that made us, because now children come forward and parents come forward. And I mean, the statistics are horrendous, and especially boys, apparently.
Well, based on what we just saw, just from little excerpts from that movie, parents and adults are still greatly in denial about this issue.
They are, and that's because we just cannot believe that someone, you know, when I speak to schools, a child cannot believe that a bully is a regular other child. So that's problem number one, I think, for parents. Like, kids will be kids. That's what I heard throughout the movie. But that's totally wrong, because kids are cruel. We actually really know that. We all went to school.
You know, you say especially with boys, but they're, in the movie, there isn't, they really don't focus on any situations with girls, being mean to girls. There's one girl, but it's, from what I understand, and I haven't seen the film, but it's mostly about her sexuality.
Yeah, I think they did a good job, the producers. They couldn't take every single case. So they took 3 boys' cases, and they took a young girl's case who ends up being gay. And so she's ostracized, right? But I think what we almost need, we need several movies, because girls, prepubescent girls between 12 and 13, they're vicious.
Oh, yeah?
And what I would like to see is that it's not about gender, and that we actually see just pure meanness go into something, and that is really cruel. And what we didn't see either is the cyberbullying, the continuous part of the bullying.
And that's something that we're not that used to, because obviously it wasn't around, cyberbullying, when we were kids, and it's pervasive now.
That's why I don't think my situation feels as terrible as what I saw, because I always say to myself, well, it was the past, it was easier back then. But it's the same feelings. I recognized, obviously, within the movie, how these kids feel and how isolated they become. And then Tide, the child in the movie, the young boy who committed suicide at 11, his best friend Dylan says something that I really, really would like actually everyone to take with them. He said, I stood up for myself, and Ty did not want to stand up for himself. He did not want to lower his standard. That's basically what the best friend said.
So what is the message that we should take away from this? How is this movie going to make changes in our world, or what is the answer to? Because there will always be bullies, probably till the end of time.
Well, we should start there. Yeah. We should start with the bully. And my opinion is simple. The bully is scared. The bully learned it somewhere. I hate to say this about parents, but if you know that your child is aggressive, even if you don't know what he or she does at school, find out why. We are a little bit angry when we're in pre-teenage. I remember myself.
Well, go through some, you know.
But that doesn't mean that I hurt other children. So the ones that do, find out what's wrong. Find out why they are insecure, because it lies there. If we could stop there, we focus a lot on the victim, which I think is wonderful. I mean, don't get me wrong. But the bully is where we need to eradicate it.
Okay. The book is called With All My Might. Gabriella Van Ray, thank you very, very much.
Thank you for having me.